Alright guys, I'm doing alright, my family's doing alright. We didn't have any damage done to the house. There's a fucking slow leak now on the roof, and we just had the roof done, so I think it's over by the kitchen vent that goes over the stove. You see the power just went out. It comes back on, the grid fixes itself, but it ended up going out like 30 minutes later, like permanently. And I think the wind's what caused the leak in the fucking roof. The winds were ridiculous. I'll tell you right now, if you're gonna live in Florida, if you're gonna come here, have some like sense of like preparation. It's already over fucking crowded, and there's tons of people living in like houses. Like most of the neighborhood now is like somebody owns a house with like 3 fucking bedrooms, and they're renting out 2 of the bedrooms. And there's tons of oak trees everywhere. And if you're going to take anything away from like this video, there'll be a part 2 later with more stuff, because I had to do a lot of driving around after the storm for work, and for my mostly my girlfriend's work too. I had to take her places. But man, fucking if you own property and your oak tree is coming over your property line, that's your responsibility. You can have someone come and cut that shit. I have someone come and cut my neighbor's trees. I don't have any fucking trees in my yard, but you see this, and there is fucking oak tree branches everywhere from everybody else's tree. And my neighbor's bush got permanently fucking bent. I boarded up. I think if you have windows that are like in the 4 by 6 like in size, you need to like board up those things, because they're just so fucking big. The chances are they're going to get broken, and if they get broken, that's how that wind comes in and rips your roof off. It's not to protect your windows. You don't put boards to protect your fucking windows. You put boards to stop air from coming in and ripping your fucking roof off. That's why you put boards. So many times you see old people saying, boards don't do anything. I saw them shoot a 2x4. I can shoot bullets through a fucking piece of plywood. It doesn't mean it's not stopping the roof from fucking coming off your house. That's what it's there for. And my neighbor's third cactus finally fell. They always fall the same way, because I think they get stuck between the lines there. But my roses, I staked a whole bunch of plants. Oh, my little pepper. Yeah, we didn't really have any damage except for that shitty leak. This was my neighbor's tree. It broke like 2 feet from the base, and the whole tree just fucking flipped into the yard. And then the fucking cats are everywhere, shitting everywhere. And I had to take 4 panels down on the fence, replacing it with vinyl. Like, you go everywhere, mostly people with well-built vinyl fences held up. I've seen a few wooden fences stay up, but the majority of wooden fences are, I think, also old. Because mine were rotted at the fucking 4x4 base on some of them. It needed to be replaced. It's just vinyl fence is so expensive. It took about the whole day to clean up, like rake everything, break all the fence up and take it to the front. There's also other garbage. I had shingles come in from the buildings behind us. My neighbor had some like metal scaffolding show up in his yard, so a lot of the other people's shit, like, you know, just debris lands where it lands. You can't do anything about it. I do recommend, if you can get like a small generator, not to run your AC, but a generator just to run your fridge and maybe your hot water heater and a stove, you'll be way better off, because then you can run lights and you can run like a fan or 2 and stay cool. Another thing we got real fucking lucky was with the weather. The weather dropped significantly. The wind blew away all the fucking mosquitoes. Like, pretty much the 3 days I didn't have power, I chilled outside in the front on the patio. Based in models. I'll do another, there'll be like a part 2 and part 3. So this is just us here driving around. most damage I've seen to houses were like superficial stuff. There are some trees that landed on houses, but there's like a lot of blocks still. Like, what's today? Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. There's still like neighborhoods where there's 2 or 3 trees blocking the whole street. This is like the actual day after the storm hit. So this is Larry Park right here, across from the zoo. Fucking crazy. It looked like a bomb went off in that shit. There's another park across from Egypt Lake School. There's like a like after school park there with a huge playground. And I don't think I filmed any of it, but like there were so many trees you couldn't see the playground and shit. I'm telling you, oak trees are fucking dangerous. They don't root out well. They have these long arms, and their roots go wide or go out to the side instead of down, so they don't have any like fucking grip. I saw a tree the other day, like an oak tree that like was pulled out of the ground, and there was like a concrete pillar sitting on it. So like it, like the root systems are shit in my opinion. Definitely if you have them over your property, get them trimmed. We trimmed the tree that was coming over on our side. It was like $1,200, but they got rid of a bunch of shit that was growing towards the house and over the house. So it's like, I say, $1,200, like 50,000 trying to replace like maybe a new roof and brickwork, and because sometimes the fucking tree hits your house, it's doing damage to the actual superstructure too. So yeah, if anything, man, fuck, oak trees look cool and shit, but they're fucking dangerous. Like pretty much everywhere, if there's trees, there's tree branches, and sooner or later, look how the arms just grow on them. They just grow fucking wild. And these are small oaks. These are fucking tiny. Like there's still like 100-year oaks in Tampa, easily 100 years or more, and they're fucking enormous. And I was at the park right there, the zoo, and like this shit right here, hopefully you got fucking homeowners insurance, but look at the size of the fucking tree. The tree is enormous. This tree fell over. So like the city was really good, I'll say, at cleaning the like main roads. Like this small tree here on the left, right past the Jeep, that was probably there for like maybe a day after all this. But like right here, this tree that was blocking fucking 3 lanes on the bridge, this was gone within like 4 hours, because I ended up having to go pick her up later, and that shit was gone, but that small tree was there for at least like a day. So all like the big shit, there was some big shit you'll probably see later on Hillsborough. That stuff was all taken up within an hour. The city responded pretty quick. Bose came out okay. I think they're a little overrated, but that's just my opinion. Tampa PD was fucking everywhere. They were doing a good job. The worst thing was like there was a lot of homeless schizophrenics for some reason. A lot of mentally ill, crazy people were pushed through our neighborhood. There used to be an Amscot in the corner, and then like a lot of homeless people moved. Whenever there's like a fucking closed store, homeless people start sleeping around that shit, and it's not, I'm not trying to be mean, but it just attracts them. Everywhere you go through the city of Tampa, if there's like a closed, like what was one of the Walgreens or one of those chains just closed, every one of them's got, there's one on Armenia and like MLK past that area, it's closed. nothing but people fucking camping out in front of that shit. And so eventually the fentanyl heads came over, and it got fucking a little crazy over there. But during the hurricane, they all like left and went somewhere, and then they came back after the storm, and they started camping up. But then like the Cubans had some kind of like they were giving out food and water to people, and that kind of like pushed them out, but it pushed them over to like our neighborhood and shit. And one of the guys attacked some old lady and her grandson. We haven't seen them since a couple days, so we like fucking scared them off, hopefully. But that shit's never like happened in our area. It's kind of unheard of over here. But when this shit power goes down, because there's still people probably not going to get power for maybe another like 10 or more days in Tampa. Like I think there's still some little spots here and there, and then where the hurricane hit, you're probably not going to see maybe power up for another, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, worst case scenario. But like I said, they're getting shit quick. Like this tree here, this was picked up within like 4 hours. The bridge took some fucking beating. This poor car place, man, got, like, if you had any kind of like metal tin or like a roof, some of them like held on, but like, man, a lot of them got fucking peeled off. And this area right here was like an area that had power and shit. There was a couple spots. We went over to was it Poppy's sandwich place. They have good Cubans. They don't have the best Cubans, all right? I'm just going to say that because I've seen videos of people coming into the neighborhood, don't live in this neighborhood, saying they have the best. They have a very good Cuban. 4 out of 5, I would say. West Tampa has the best Cuban. But Poppy's had power, and we went over there. I didn't go over there. I was going there for a coffee. There was like 40 people in line for coffee, and I think they were also paying for sandwiches. And while I was in line waiting for the coffee, my girlfriend went to go get a sandwich, and they ran out of bread. So there was a lot of fucking people out looking for food or any kind of, I guess because, everyone's out of power and shit. But I don't think a lot of people were like taking this storm too serious. That's how it felt. Like some people weren't expecting this to hit, and I was like, look, it's probably going to hit. They'll probably miss Tampa because we just get stupid lucky. I don't know if that Indian shit is working, but it's been working so far. I don't know, but like every time there's a fucking hurricane that's near Tampa, someone posts about that fucking Indian shit, and it's like, yeah, I get it. There's one more thing you need faith in here. But yeah, we just got dumb. There's places way worse, but there's still people in Tampa that, a tree falls on your house. We had neighbors that the tree fell around the car, but they had a chainsaw and they were able just to like cut the tree away. But I think I got some shots later on the part 2 where some trees hit like businesses and shit like that. But going around, like I was gonna do like this is the nighttime. This is the first night, but I was going to go around and ride a bike. But there's down power lines fucking everywhere. Like even on my street, we found like 2 or 3. Like they're everywhere, and I'm not fucking taking a chance. I had a like day 2 with no power. I went out and got ice on my bike because some guy showed up with a truck by the ice place on Armenia on your way to Waters. And they were selling ice out of the back of a truck. And I don't know if they were the same company, but hey, they fucking had ice. But I went out there on a bike because it was waiting 3 fucking hours to get gas. So I was like, it's right down the road. Like, just huff it. But even like that small, it's like 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away, maybe a mile. But every other block there was fucking power lines. Was this like the poles that have like the little T's, and there's like they're not the super high power lines, but they have like 4 or 6 lines running off of them. That part was like broken down in the middle of fucking Armenia, and that took them like a day just to move it to the side. But they had like cops and shit around that because I was probably all hot. But the night times, I only went out like once or twice at night. I sat out on the porch a little bit, but it's so dark out there, you can't see shit. Like this, there's like a Bravo over there. If you ever been to a Bravo, the store is nasty. Their canned stuff is alright. I don't buy meat from there or milk. I bought milk and it's fucking been spoiled twice. Like in 2 days it spoils. Something ain't right. But yeah, that's like Armenia, and there's Sly over there. Like fucking dark. Like crazy dark. And people are fucking out. Like a lot of old people walking together with little headlamps. And I'm like, this is like super dark. You can't see shit. There's dogs running around. The homeless people right where I was standing are like sleeping to the left. See that fucking cat? It scared the shit out of me when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? But it's crazy. You go outside and you turn on the flashlight and you see all the fucking cat's eyes. Here's some Spanish guys. They got a generator. I don't know if you could hear it, but there's some music. So alright, that's all for part 1. Part 2 will come soon. Just been super busy doing a lot of shit. Preparing for possibly 1 or 2 more storms coming. So I'm out shopping for a Jenny and shit right now. Other than that, you know, cleaning up the yard took about like a good solid 8 hours front and back. The fence was the more of the pain in the ass thing. And remember, I have no oak trees in my property. So, you know, wind will blow shit. That's how you gotta deal with it. There's the back. Back looks real clean. We're gonna get vinyl fence. And probably get that next month. Here's some tacos from that morning. Other than that, part 2's coming soon. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. And be safe. Alright, bye.